Good afternoon, everybody. This is Brenda. I hope my video is not too dark. I don't know what's going on besides it's cloudy out. Sorry about that. So I am here today with a little bit of a mess on my desk. And what I did yesterday was use some of my old acrylic paint bottles. They're very old. They're very, very old. And what I did was add some water to them, and then I took some paint and made some background paint on my paper. So after the background paint, what I am trying to do is do some splattering. So here are some of the pages that I made, and I'm looking for autumn colors or fall colors. So I tried using the close to fall colors that I can get to. This is by no means a teaching video. This is a play with paint video. I am nowhere near any way an expert on playing with paint colors. So, but I just wanted to show you what I did first to get my paint background, and then afterwards, my plan is to do some splattering, and I have no idea how that is going to turn out either. So I have here some tangerine. So I'm going to start with some tangerine. And I don't know if there's anything in here, so I might have to add water, which I probably will anyway. So I'm just going to add a few squirts of water. Shake it up, and it looks like my video is kind of dark, and I really don't understand why it is. I have a desk lamp and a overhead light, so we'll see if I get any complaints about the video. So I'm just going to drop a few drops on my paper. I did get some paint after I did some water. I have a paintbrush here with some more water, and I'm just going to brush that right along. And remember, this is just some background paint, so I don't care how it comes out. It's going to be splattered, but I do want to try to cover the whole background. Now let's just do a little bit of a darker orange and see what we get. Don't know if there's any in here. Oh, yes, there is. I don't know if you can see that, but it's way more than I wanted. Way more. See if I can tone that down a little bit. There we go. Definitely going to be a little darker at the bottom, but that's fine. Like I said, I don't care how it turns out. It's going to be splattered. But that is basically how I got my background, my background colors. And I did those yesterday, just playing. All I was doing was playing. So I kind of like that. Maybe a little touch of, this is buckskin brown, just a touch maybe. This paint was very thick before, so I didn't expect that to come out like it did. And this is very, it's just like a hard lump in there. So I'm just taking some and rubbing it on my paintbrush, get some water, and just go over in some spots here and there. Not too crazy with it. little more water just to tone it down a little. And I think I'm fine with that. So that's what I did yesterday, and that's how I got my papers. I'm going to set this aside to dry. So then, after that, and let me cover this mess up, I let them dry overnight. Showed you the papers that I had. And I've got one in my splatter box. And that probably makes it all the darker. Don't know if I can get that shadow out or not. I kind of want to use my box, but I don't think I can I don't think I can fix the shadow. Maybe if I bring it forward a little bit. Have it like right on the top. It's a little better, I think. Move that over. Okay, so that's my background. So sorry about the shadows, guys. Really, I just don't have the right photo op. So I have some crushed olive, some, oh, here they are over here. Some scattered straw, some vintage photo. That's a really messed up. These are all distress oxide sprays, and I got some. This is mica stain. Mica stain, is that like a shiny, sort of a shiny surface? And then I've got this one is balsam, fresh balsam, and that's mica stain. I'm not sure what it's going to do. And this is cranberry, something cranberry. I'm going to try a little bit of cranberry on here and see what it looks like. Don't know what I'm doing, but I want to spray a little cranberry and see what happens. Don't even know if it will spray. Oop. A little bit, not bad. That's the cranberry. And I'm not even sure if I'm going to turn up with a fall looking splatter page. This is balsam. Excuse me. Let's try some straw. See what some straw looks like. And these I'm just going to splatter. Not much color to the straw. Kind of a blend-in color, I would say. So let's go with some vintage photo and see what that does. Excuse me. Well, that shows up a little more. Sort of has to me, it has like a greenish tint to it. I don't know how this is looking on camera. Probably not as vibrant as I'm looking at it. So let's try some crushed olive and see what we get with that. That's kind of pretty. And like I said, I am just putting this down splatter wise, not squirting. Kind of like the crushed olive. And then to finish it off, I have some, what I do with my water? Spray bottle, where are you? There it is. Sorry guys. Just not very efficient on this small desk. Okay, so I've got some watercolors here, and I've got the black, watering it down. Want lots of black in here if I can get it. Get me some black going on here, some black dots. Probably be better if I didn't have my finger and had another. Don't know if that will work any better, but I'll try it. Not really. Try to get some up here. Seems to not go where I want it to go. That's the problem. Oh well, that's good. If I go right on top of it, it goes where I want it. I'm going to call this one good. So I'm going to set this aside and let that dry. And go on to the next. I got one that I thought might try to be a Christmas one. So let's start out with some cranberry. See what happens. This is the mica. More red than green on this page, but maybe I can spray some green. What is that other mica we had? Oh, the balsam. Yeah, we'll spray the balsam too. See what we can do with that. Okay, I like that. Okay, now what should we add to it is the question. Let's see what other colors I got here. Bundled sage. Let's try some bundled sage since there's so much red. Oh, that's not very dark either. Not too dark on the greens, besides the mica sprays. It looks like some of the colors are turning blue, which is very pretty. But why is the sage turning blue, I wonder? Did I? Oh, I do have some. Well, let's do this one. I've got some lipstick here. Doesn't splatter as much as I thought it would, but I like the colors that are coming out. But all my sage is turning blue. Huh. Like I said, don't know. Don't know what I'm doing, but I'm just having some fun. I wonder if this will. This is the, what did I say it was? Olive, crushed olive. Okay. Getting myself too, and my table. Happened to that little here we go. So I'm liking that, even though I didn't expect the blue to appear. So let's do some spotting now. Okay, I think I'm going to call that good. Set this aside. Oh, pretty. Love that mica spray. Okay. So here's the one we just did. It is a little dry, not all the way, but let's see what we can do with it. Let's try some a little bit of mica. I love that mica spray. Gives it a pretty shimmer. And I have some, let's see, have I tried the Lost Shadow? I don't know what that color that is. It's like a gray. This is Rusty Hinge. Oh, I like that. That's pretty. That shines right up on that background. Yeah, that I like. That'll be a nice fall one. Let's try some Vintage Photo. What's the other one I have? Let's try some Walnut Stain. Whoops. And maybe a little bit of crushed olive. There we go. Now when these dry, I suspect these will look even a little more different. At least I'm hoping they'll take on a different appearance. Just getting my black watercolor ready over here. I always think that gives it a finished look. Oh, makes a difference when you do it that way. So when I go like this, I get 1 or 2 spots. And when I go like this, I get quite a few. Just a little bit right here. I think I'm going to call it. This is not completely dried yet. Neither is the first one we did. And these are good for collage, or maybe take a photo of it, copy of it, and turn it into a page. That's what I was trying to think of. Okay, let's do one more. And then I will let these dry, and show you the next time we get together. Now this is a very, very bright yellow. tone it down with some of this, if I can, tone it down with some of this mica spray. Oh yeah. Yes, that helped a lot. Love that rusty hinge. That one landed on my thumb instead of the paper. That's the rusty hinge. Let's do the little bit of crushed olive since we have the green mica on there. The other one was the bundled sage is what turned like a blue. Missed that one completely. Seems like sometimes there's a spot that just don't want to get any. What's this? That's the walnut stain. Scattered straw, we decided didn't do much of anything. Let's just try some lipstick on here and see what it does. That's bright. Get anything in that corner. And a little bit of dark. Then a little bit of black, and we'll call her good. We will call it good. Fun with splatter. Just making up a little bit more black here. trying to get it in that spot. There. I'm going to call that one good. I love the colors. Love the background. Love the colors. Like I said before, I'm hoping very much that you could see some of it without that shadow is, I don't know. I'm going to go ahead and download the video and see what I all get for comments. So I apologize ahead of time, really, if you can't see it very well. But I'll check it out and see what happens. So guys, that is what I wanted to show you today. Thank you so much for being here and for watching me play in my paint. I hope you guys took some inspiration from it and give it a try. And I hope you have a lovely, blessed, safe, and healthy weekend. And I will see you next video and show you the outcome. Thank you, everybody. Bye-bye.